That wasn't supposed to happen. This one's definitely going to leak. Look at it. That doesn't fit.
So, day 50, and we start the day with a little trip to Wicks. Here I'm looking to get some wood for the wooden framing for our Skylight. And this looks like it'll do the job lovely. I'll be honest, I can't remember the size of this wood. So we'll be heading back to my mum's driveway where I can put in the Skylight. So we start with the usual unpacking of the van. And after I finished unpacking, it turns out we had a special guest coming to visit.
Who's that? Who's that? Who's that?
And those who don't know, this is the amazing Bailey, who is Steffi Nomad's dog, and me and Bailey absolutely love each other. So obviously he's excited to see me, and I was excited to see him too. And oh yeah, I forgot to hug my friend Steffi.
You missing out? Oh, that's the washing machine thing. No.
What you in?
What is it? Yeah, you put it in there, and then that spins. Put your boxes and stuff in there. Put water in there, put your pants in.
Now that excitement's out the way, it's time to get down to the real work, which is putting this Skylight in, which I'm placing above my bed.
Yeah, that's better. Right. Yeah, it's a much better day today. Don't try this at home.
So when working on the roof of your van, if you're looking to do this, try and remember what tools you'll need and put all the tools up there at once.
What side do I open it, do you reckon? Open that way. So open A or open B?
Down to business. Something I had to do here was I drilled a hole from the bottom because this was a very tight fit and it only just fit between the two supporting beams of this part of the ceiling. So I drilled the initial hole as a marker and then I drilled the rest of the holes from the top. I was drilling holes in the corner and then I'd get the jigsaw and go round. It's always scary cutting holes in the roof because you're unsure if you're going to be able to seal it up again and make it watertight. As you would know from the previous videos where we did have a leak after installing the fan. Again, let's fingers crossed that that is now repaired. Something else I like to do is wedge a bit of wood between that you'll see me do here. This just holds the weight of it so it doesn't then, when you're nearly finished with the cut, it doesn't just pull down and then completely ruin your cut. But it fell anyway.
That wasn't supposed to happen. That wood was supposed to hold it up.
Okay.
Can you see how this, look at that. That's what we're dealing with this one. This one's definitely going to leak. Look at it. It's literally, look how curvy this roof is.
Yeah, I was off Twitch.
That's going to be challenging, isn't it?
Bye.
This is going to be a fun one. Woohoo! Leaky, leaky, leaky! Give me that leak.
I was obviously very scared and tried to turn it into humour. But deep inside, I am cacking it. And next there was a rubber seal that came with the Skylight, and I'm not exactly sure how this was supposed to fit on. It wasn't very clear what way round it was supposed to go.
Hands are freezing, that doesn't fit.
I probably should have got gloves for this project as I decided to start it in the middle of winter, but you live and learn. Now let's try and figure out how this rubber seal goes on.
Yeah, you got downwards or upwards. I just tried it upwards and it didn't, I don't know, it didn't quite feel right. It didn't feel like it fit, but I mean upwards does kind of make more sense. But then you got this one, which is the upwards version, and it kind of, I don't know, it kind of looks like it doesn't look as good. It just looks more natural looking being this way. It don't look right because you have it like that and then it kind of pushes down. Whereas if you have it that way, I think that way makes more sense.
So after trying to figure it out and make a few adjustments to the hole, I decided to opt for the rubber seal pointing upwards. It didn't go in very easy and we did have a lot of problems. But we were losing light and I didn't really have any pressure on trying to complete this as there's no rain, and I felt like I could do the rest tomorrow. I didn't want a repeat of when we were doing the fan and we lost light and things got really awkward. So I'm just placing it in the best I can.
It's not going to rain, so I can actually leave that. The actual leak is from this fan, and basically where I had the mastic seemed to be working all along it, but there was a break here, so I cut the mastic off, tried to seal it up with some silicone, and that didn't do the job. Actually, saying that, like we said, it could possibly have been some standing water. The leak comes in through there, so this is where the water comes in. So I'm just going to pour loads of water on it, see how that works. Really hard because my hands are so cold, so I can't really feel if it's wet. Yeah, I mean, this just proves that it is if it is still leaking, it's a very slow leak because nothing's coming through. Oh wow, there is nothing. Well, it's definitely a slow leak if it's still there. I guess it's just leaving it and hoping for the best, because it's clearly not a bad leak, because I've literally put a puddle of water up there. The rest of it is bone dry. Anyway, yeah, so this is the fan. But yeah, I opted for, there's different ones you can get. You can get one with a black plastic cover, and you can also get one with like that's just white plastic. I wanted the see-through one, so it lets in natural light. So this is like kind of acts as another natural light window. And then obviously what we just did above the bed is this bad boy. It's still got the plastic protective cover on. Natural light, exactly. So yeah, this is what we've just done. I'm gonna have a window there, a window on the slide door, a window on each door, and then also there's gonna be a window here on the kitchen. So there's literally gonna be windows everywhere, and they are all gonna be insulated. That's slotted in quite nicely. There's still got a couple of things to figure out on this, but because it's not raining, we can leave it like this now. So happy days.
It's also worth noting that it's good practice to hoover around the roof for any loose metal, as this sitting on there with a bit of rain can actually create rust. Yeah, it looks like screws go on there. So we've got nice blinds for the skylight, but we also have a fly net, and obviously it's got LED all around it. So the skylight is in, but not permanently and not watertight. But I wasn't finished for the night and I wanted to try out my new wooden rivets.
Smooth as you like.
So I tried them out and they would hold a lot better in the wood. Obviously they're designed to be in the wood. It was well worth spending the little extra. So another step closer, and again I just want to say thank you for everyone who watches these videos. If you do enjoy the content, please hit that like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.